ESPN did a poll of some insiders around the league and got some bold predictions. One of the bold predictions would be that Bob Quinn and the Detroit Lions will trade Matthew Stafford. We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building to speak on it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And another thing that's not being said, I don't know if it is, around the YouTube channel Nation, is that like if the Lions wait till after June to trade Matthew Stafford, they only take a $10 million cap hit. I'm pretty sure the cap hit is astronomical next year for Stafford. I think it's like his second or third year in the contract. I think it's second. But one insider said this. Okay, let's talk about it. Patricia and Bob Quinn both spent a long time in the Patriots organization, where they watched Tom Brady very closely. One insider told ESPN they're going to want somebody who prepares and manages the game more like Tom. Okay. Then another insider said that basically, here you go. I think the Lions will be absolutely foolish to trade Stafford. One insider said they have never given him enough help, even when he had a good receiving core. There was no run game. This year they traded Golden Tate despite still being in the playoff race. So it is what it is. Around that, most people know where I stand at, man. He been here 10 years. I mean, he need everything perfect around him for the most part. And if you're making $100 million, $27 million last year, and I'm telling how much you're gonna make this year. If you can't make it work, you can't be an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady. I don't think you worth that type of money, in my opinion. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched they traded him, but pickings are slim. Free agency pickings are slim. The draft, the kid from Oregon went back to school, so now we're looking at Will Greer. We're looking at Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. You're looking at those type of guys, not only to come here, but to come here and start instantly. And I don't think it's the best time to trade Matthew Stafford. I think if you're in position with the number 2, 3, 4, 5 pick, you hope that some quarterbacks rise up. You know what I'm saying? And you portray like you're gonna trade Stafford away. You throw some fake news or some fake rumors around the rumor mill. You fake like you're gonna throw Stafford away. You know what I'm saying? But then you turn around and act like you're gonna draft a quarterback too. And you might, if a quarterback rises up and he's coveted in that top 5 pick area, somebody trade up with you, give it all up for the quarterback, which it will happen. They get overrated every year. You take the king ransom for the quarterback and you trade it. Trade the pick, and build your depth around Stafford. And if, you feel like you get to a point this year or the year after, next year or the year after next, that you're in the perfect position for Stafford to thrive, it just ain't happening. You're giving a better offensive coordinator. You're giving him better, good solid receiving core, better blocking, better running game, solid defense, and he still ain't cutting the cake with the new coordinator and the new offense and new defense. If you get it all working a year or two from now, then you trade him. But right now, unless you really like a quarterback in the draft, you don't trade Matthew Stafford. Just point blank, period. Now, if you like Will Greer, Haskins, or the other kid, I think he's from Oklahoma State or something, if you really like them, then you do it then. But it's no rush. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, you take the pick. If you see a guy available that you feel like the greedy kid from LSU can help you out, or you see a dominant defender, you think that could be Khalil Mack or Charles Woodson or something like that, then you take him. If it's a quarterback that somebody else covet and you don't covet so much, where you feel they can come in and start and take over for Stafford next year, you act like you're going to cut Stafford or trade Stafford, and then you act like you're going to take the quarterback, and then somebody else going to give it all to you. You move back, you take the king ransom of picks, rebuild your franchise, and just by bluffing. It's simple as that. That's how simple it is. Right now the Lions ain't in position to trade Stafford unless you got a surefire guy next year going to come in and ball out. Okay? And I don't think the Lions are in position to take a quarterback that high next year and then, have Stafford, kind of nurture him the next year or two. I don't think they're in position. I don't think Stafford is going to be that type of guy that's going to welcome a quarterback, But if you feel, and you nurturing him. Now, if you feel that Stafford is going to be that guy that is going to light a fire under him, you're going to get the best out of Stafford, okay. But I just think that we ain't fortunate enough. We ain't built like that to carry another second quarterback, man. We need talent. We need, I ain't got to tell y'all, cornerbacks, linebackers, defensive linemen, safeties, receivers, offensive linemen, running back. We need a lot of things, man. But I think Matthew Stafford is part of the problem, But with problems like that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It can. Put a good running game around him. You know what I'm saying? Put a good defense around him and just make him a game manager. Until the contract run out and get a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round quarterback that you can believe in, you want to develop. And you do that, But you got to start off by giving this dude an offensive coordinator that has an imagination and that has some creativity and that has some experience or something that's innovative. And I agree with the one insider. Stafford has never got a perfect shot. He's never had a formidable, balanced team around him, but that's the Lions organization. They've been doing that for over decades and decades and decades. They never put formidable teams around their stars, They just do enough to put a star or two in there, or three, if you're lucky, to send the fans, give the fans something to believe in, to hope in. Come down to the Silver Dome, or come down to Ford Field over the years. And, just to give you enough hope. That's it. So the chances of the Lions putting a complete team around Matthew Stafford is probably 0 to none. Let's keep it real. That ain't gonna happen. Putting a team while the four is there around anybody, any star, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Stafford just here to get his paycheck and so he won't get fined. He's figured that out. He's seen Ndamukong Suh come and go. He's seen, Cliff Averill come and go. He's seen Megatron come and go. He's seen Eric Ebron in Indianapolis go blow up, be a Pro Bowler. And a lot of that ain't even on him, to be honest. So Jim Caldwell and Jim Bob Cooter, real talk. Jim Caldwell was in there, lobbying for him to take Ebron over Aaron Donald. If you remember my video about the old offensive line coach saying that, I told them they didn't utilize Eric Ebron right. Eric Ebron needs to get vertical. Deep post routes, you can put him on double moves on the outside. You can play him in the slot. Stretch the field. That's what Indianapolis is doing. I watch a lot of their games. Wheel routes and stretching the field. The Lions ain't never put him on no wheel route. He was always doing whip routes. He was always, bootlegging into the flat. Stafford bootleg, he was going into the flat. He was always doing intermediate routes. He ain't that type of tight end, man. He ain't no Jason Witten. He ain't no precise route runner. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy. It's like Jimmy Graham has been struggling. Jimmy Graham ain't no route runner underneath. He ain't going to run no precision in and out routes. He ain't going to run no whip routes like that. He ain't going to go to the flats or, and make somebody miss and turn it up, then go down the field. Them guys are vertical horses that get downfield, get vertical, box people out, go get the ball. And that's why Eric Ebron didn't work here. It wasn't Stafford. Maybe he felt Stafford didn't really throw a catchable ball for Ebron. Because Stafford throw everything 100 miles an hour. Andrew Luck is putting touch on the ball. He's dropping it in like a feather. And Ebron is dropping some balls. Don't get it twisted. But guess what? He catching more. Because he's more comfortable going up there, using his speed, beating DBs, beating linebackers, and getting the ball. That's what he's comfortable. He's not comfortable running precision routes. That ain't him. Run to the sticks and catch a first down. That ain't him. He's the type of guy that run past the sticks and catch a deep ball. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the type of guy you say go to the sticks, box the guy out, catch it. Man, he can do it every now and again. But like I said, right now, I don't think it's the smartest thing to trade Matthew Stafford. This is my personal opinion. I don't think the Lions are got enough talent built, you know what I'm saying, to do that, man. I think everybody know that, man. You're going to trade Stafford and get a king's ransom and more picks. But then again, like I said, they're not built like that because guess what? Ain't no quarterbacks coming out that I believe in. I have to go and watch some film. I like Haskins, but guess what? He's still green. I don't think he can come in. You can plug him in. He can play right now. Will Greer, I don't think that neither. I don't know about the kid from Oklahoma State, but like I said, it's not the right draft to do that, man, in my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Motor City Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfellow. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, reach out to the email if you got a question, video request, business inquiry, or sponsorship as well. Also, you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. You won't miss another video. Appreciate it. I'll link the article to the description so you can read it for yourself so you know it ain't fake news. One more Lions video coming up. and maybe a Piston review after the game. We gone.